Hey guys, I'm a Forester here, and this is going to be just a very quick video about a very specific problem that I'm having with this pen right here. I'm still fairly new to fountain pens, and I'm hoping that somebody out there can help me with the problem that I'm having here. I'll first give you a glance at what's been my office for the past 3 weeks, I think. I'll draw back a little bit, and to be honest, I don't particularly appreciate it working at home. I do get to look out of the window, so I've got a nice view, and I get to play with my fountain pens. I can switch from one to the other at a whim. There's the computer. Mostly what I do from home is work on the computer. And there's the apples that you've seen. There's some booklets back there that I keep records in, and there's the Wicked Edge, would you believe it, and some gear that I need to review. But I had, oh, and there's the gun of the decade, I would say, SIG P365. But this is going to be a short video. A minute's gone by already, but I'm having a problem. This is my Moonman M600. I really like this pen. This was made in China, I believe, and I got it from Pen BBS, I believe, went on a trip to China. So anyway, let me uncap it. Happy Easter, by the way. I watched went to my Sunday school class on Zoom, and it's pretty well attended. And then I went to watched our TV service online. But I really enjoy this pen. I'll put it down so it'll stay into focus. I like the looks of it. I like the way that it holds. I like the general size of it. And it does have a steel nib, so I'll try to give you a shot of that. I think that's a steel nib, and this is partly where the problem is. Okay, there's the feed, and I've always noticed that they don't line up exactly. I don't think that's the problem though. But when I first got it, it wrote very stiffly, and it was a little scratchy. So I did have some work done on this pen, on the nib, at the Raleigh-Durham pen show. I can't remember what they go by, maybe Triangle Pen Show last summer. And it wrote a lot better. The problem started, I don't know, maybe weeks ago, a couple of months ago, and I can't remember exactly why it happened, but I was taking I think I was refilling it possibly, and I had trouble unscrewing it, and I'm not going to be able to do that one-handed. This feed, or the section, just wants to rotate. Let me get closer to it, see if you can see that. See, it's just rotating, and it actually is loose. You can wiggle it up and down. Can you see that? So it's fairly loose, and it makes it hard because this ring down here, you have to grab that ring to really unscrew it and put more ink in it. That doesn't bother me too much, but the end result is, rather than be stiff, and I'll just write a little bit right here. So watch the nib. So when I press on it, can you tell the whole thing, the whole nib is giving? So some people talk about a springy nib, and I'm not sure if that's what they're describing, but I can feel even this section moving. So when I press down as I'm writing, I can feel that section moving as well as the nib. And it has something to do with how that nib and section fit together. So before I start writing, I just pull backwards. So I reach up here and pull backwards, and that tightens it up. Otherwise, it's going to be a little gap right there, you can see, in between the section and this ring. So if I start writing and I pull it back, I still get some flex. And I can still feel it right here in my finger. Excuse me, right there in my finger. But it doesn't flex quite as much. So if I always pull this back, that helps a little bit. But I think there's a solution to this problem rather than just living with it. And I have never taken this apart, so I've never changed a nib. I don't know if that nib is just not well seated, and I'm not sure if it screws in or just pulls out. And I really don't, I want to take care of this. I don't want to abuse it. So if you would, okay, we're going on 5 minutes. If you would, Comment back if you've got experience with this. I know Chris Rapp is the one who gave me a recommendation to purchase this pen, and I'm hoping he'll watch this. If not, I'll send it to him. But tell me how that comes apart and what the solution might be. He's had all his pens apart, so I'm hoping he knows what the solution for this is. I don't think that's glued in place. I thought possibly it was glued and that glue just came loose, but I don't see any remnants of any glue in there. And I can't tell that it's screwed, so I really don't know what's in there to keep it all together. All right, that's it. I hope y'all have a happy Easter. Y'all take care.